I'm hoping most of you guys can't hear all the noise that's outside right now. Everything's kind of closed. I'll close all my windows even though it's like a little bit hot in here, but hope you guys can hear it. Hey everybody, it's Becky and welcome back to my channel. Today I have another video for you guys, and today I'm talking travel. I will be doing a travel series, so every week a travel video will be up. Due to all the travel season, you know, a lot of people are traveling. Summer, they're going to be traveling for fall, and the holidays are coming up, so this could come in handy if you guys are traveling anywhere. Yeah, so we're gonna get started. I have about like about 8 things to mention. Just really small tips that I've noticed when I've traveled that were very, very helpful in my travel path, or whatever you want to call it. So we're gonna get started with this video, so let's roll it. Oh, and by the way, if you guys have any tips for me about travel, if you guys find them maybe some of these are not as useful, maybe you have better ones, let me know down below, because I will be traveling very soon. It's the reason I have these ears. I'm just so excited. I'm going to be going to Disney World in August, so yeah, so I'll be traveling very soon and I'm so excited. So let's get to this video now, and let's start with tip number 1. My first tip is don't check any luggage. I know this sounds a little crazy, and I know some people have to check in luggage, but if you're not going anywhere for more than a week, I would recommend to not check in any luggage. I've seen people that even go 2 weeks and they get to have a carry-on with them and they are good. I highly recommend for you guys to just have like, just don't check anything, is just because you can have all these scary stuff happen to your luggage. If you check it in, it can get lost. I mean, I know people have lost their luggage. It's like so scary. It could also like put more time into your travel. So let's say you're arriving a certain time and you really want to go, once you land, like just leave, you can, because you have to go get your luggage, and that could take a while sometimes. I once flew somewhere that they had all this trouble like putting all the luggage. I don't know, they were so behind in like taking out the luggage, and it took about an hour to get our luggage, and it was so crazy. We got it eventually, but still, you know, it could take a while, and so checking in luggage could really drag your vacation a little bit like annoying. So I don't recommend checking it in. I've actually flown most of my, I mean, I've checked in like 3 times out of all my vacations or all the travels ever in my life. But I really like the fact that when I don't have to check it in, that I can just like take it with me as soon as we're done, and then that's it. We don't even have to wait, nothing. We're just good to go, and so I really like that, and so that's my first tip. Try not to check in, just take a carry-on, guys. Just do it. Another tip, and it's regarding the liquids rules. I love these specific bags. I know some airlines could be a little bit lenient regarding the Ziploc bags. Some people actually take like legit like makeup bags and they're okay. I'm really scared that they're gonna say something to me, so I always take Ziploc bags, just like it says in the website, for all your liquids. And I like these ones specifically. These are the Ziploc bags, but if you see in the bottom, I don't know, you guys are gonna see because it's plastic, but it has a little bit of a wider bottom instead of just being kind of straight and flat, which is awesome because when you have things you have to stand up, it actually fits more things. Well, in my brain it does, than the other version of the bags. So I really like these ones, so I recommend the ones that have the stretchy bottom, so you get a little bit more of a wider bottom, if that makes any sense. And I also recommend, don't get like the ones that you gotta sip yourself. Get something that is like this, because if you really pack yours, because you're only allowed to have 1 per person, if you really pack yours and they make you take it out and take something out of here, it's gonna be a beat to put everything back together, because it's like Tetris, you know? You're kind of jamming things in there and then you sip it up. And if you have the other version where you have to go like this, if whatever reason it doesn't zip up very good, or you can't close it, they might have to take it away at the TSA. So you want to make sure the bag actually closes, and if it's jam-packed, it's gonna close even if it doesn't, you know, even if it doesn't have this, like you have to make sure that it closes. So I recommend these ones because it's gonna close even if it's jam-packed. So I highly recommend that. I hope that makes sense in this little rant video about Ziploc bags, but yeah, I like this ones a lot. And tip number 3 regarding your little baggie, don't put it in your, well, if you're checking in, then you can just put all your liquids in there, but if you have any liquids with you, whatever reason, don't put them in your luggage or in your carry-on. Put them in your personal item bag or whatever. If you have a purse or a backpack, put it in there because that way you don't have to open the thing, take your liquids, and like I've seen that happen to people where they're like, oh my god, where's my liquid bag, and then they have to open all their luggage and stuff and look it in there. You don't want that. Just put it, have it handy so that you just take it out, put your belongings in the little thing, and then you're good to go. Okay, another tip number, what would it be 4, I think. I recommend, highly recommend, to have your personal items ready, because sometimes you're in line and then you don't want to be that one person that who can't find their passport, who can't find their ID, who can't find their tickets. I know nowadays most airlines will let you have your tickets in your phone, which is really helpful. I like to print mine out for whatever reason. I'm always scared of like losing my phone or something. That's another tip as itself. Print your tickets out even if you have them on your phone. I highly recommend it, just because, like I said, you could lose them, or you could lose your phone or something, or your phone can crash, or whatever reason. You want to be able to have the paper option of them, like your tickets. So I highly recommend a nice, I mean, I have this wallet. You don't have to have something like this, but something that where you can keep all your paperwork, like your passport, your papers, some cash with you. That's something that you should always carry just in case of an emergency, and have this very, very nice and close to you and safe, so you don't lose it. Like I swear, I feel like that would happen to me, like lose something like that. But yeah, this wallet I've had now for about a year. I got it last Christmas, I think, and I've used it for 2 trips, and it was really, really helpful because it just fits everything nicely. And if you guys are like me, that I'm a little bit organized and I like to have everything really nice and spread. Even my cash cannot be like crumbled, so I like things to be nice and spread out. And whenever I would put my boarding passes, you know, my tickets, they would go in here and they would be nice and perfect, and I love it. It's just a weird thing that I have, so I highly, highly recommend that. I have tip number 5 is kind of related to tip number 6, but I highly recommend for you guys, because you guys gotta go through security. Most of the time you have to take off your shoes. I've been in security where you don't have to take off your shoes. It's really weird, but you might have to, so I recommend that you wear slip-on shoes or easy to remove shoes, and you have to wear socks because you're gonna walk barefoot, and so you wear socks, so you have to wear some kind of like shoe that you can like slip off or wear socks with, because sometimes you think, oh, I'm just gonna wear sandals because it's easy to remove, which it is, but then you have to walk barefoot through the machine and it's kind of gross. So wear easy to remove shoes, and then my other tip is actually wear cozy socks, because they're going to be helpful in the plane. They're going to be helpful when you go through security, because walking on that floor could be cold. You don't know if you're flying, I mean, if you're arriving there in the middle of the night or early morning. Once you take off your shoes, cozy socks are your life. I wore some really ridiculous ones last time. I don't care. But they were really helpful, and I know when I took them off, people were like, what? My socks were so bright, but they were super thick and super comfy, so I walked in like nothing. And you know, I just put my shoes back on. I actually take off my shoes when I'm in the plane. I'm that kind of person. So having cozy socks are great because, you know, they're just nice and comfy and nice and warm, and I don't have to worry about everything. But highly recommend the cozy socks to go through security. And even if you change them, let's say you can't stand thick socks, you can probably just change them up while you're waiting to get boarded or something. You know, you can change them to regular socks. But yeah, cozy socks are the key to go through security, I swear. So for long flights, or any flight honestly, if your skincare is very particular with flying, I know some people get to break out and do all this kind of nonsense when you fly a lot. I highly recommend, and I have a few of them here, some masks. Bring one of them, or bring 2, or buy one when you're over there on the way back. Do what you can, but bring one with you on the plane, because especially on long flights, when you're there, your skin starts feeling kind of dry. You pop one of these, you leave it there for like 20-30 minutes, it doesn't matter, and you're just gonna feel so refreshed and so nice. I've been in flights where it gets kind of hot in there. It's so weird. So I recommend a nice mask to wear on the plane. That's like I always carry one with me. Even if I don't use them, I have to carry one with me, because there's always that one time where I'm like, oh my god, my skin needs some help, I'm bored, I need to do something, let me put a mask on, and it's just like a rescue thing. I love it. What are we? Tip number 7? Number 8? I can't remember, but another tip I highly recommend for you guys to invest on some nice headphones. Now you can use, I like not some just any headphones, but some noise cancelling headphones. I have these ones. This is by Bose, and they're just the noise cancelling headphones. The one they're like kind of like wireless. You don't need a wire with them. This is what I gave, this is what I got for Christmas actually. I gave Danny this for Christmas, but I kept it myself. It's awesome. You can hear squats, especially if you're in those seats where like you can hear everything. I've been there, where like you're sitting kind of in the back where like the motor is at, and it's so loud the whole time, and it's so frustrating. Like you can get used to it eventually, but like taking off is like the worst, especially when you're very nervous or kind of anxious like me. And so this helps my life. I've just put this on, can't hear squat, I'm just like relaxing, put some music on, and can't hear nothing, and I love it. I know there's some smaller ones, and there's also like the Beats by Dre. Those I haven't tried those, but these you can't hear anything. I believe in if you go to the store or Nordstrom's or like somewhere, you can actually test them out. Like, do it. They're amazing. I highly recommend them. I know there's some better ones, but these are the ones that I have. They're quite expensive, so they are a nice investment. I use this for editing. I use this now for everything. Even if I'm laying down in the bed listening to like YouTube, I'll be with these babies. They're just awesome. So highly recommend noise canceling headphones on the plane, because it's just gonna make your life so much easier and so much relaxing as well. And then for the last tip, I recommend, if you guys have if you guys take a plane with a lot of your personal item, which you will, bring a backpack. Now I know what you're thinking, like what if I don't like backpacks, you know, whatever. I feel like bringing a backpack can just give you that extra space that you need. I usually have a carry-on and my backpack with me, or I have a really long tote bag with me, but I find that using a backpack is just so convenient because I just don't have to worry about the bag and then, you know, my luggage. But also because sometimes when you're traveling and you think you're not going to buy things, well, guess what? You're going to buy things. You're going to bring things home, especially me. I love mugs. I always have to get them, and bringing a backpack just gives me that extra souvenir space. Literally, it does. You can also buy one when you're there if you want. I would invest in not bringing a big personal item on your way over there, and then when you're there, you can either buy a backpack or something and then just bring your souvenirs in the backpack, which is what I did last time I went to Vancouver, because I brought so many mugs like I always do. And so this was very helpful. This is an Osprey backpack, I believe. I got this at like some kind of like those hiking places, and my boyfriend has his travel backpack is like a luggage. His carry-on is like a big backpack, like a giant one, and so he travels with that one. But this is more like a school backpack from Osprey, but it's pretty big, and it has like laptop space, which is what I got it because I needed it for my laptop. So now I'm like, I need to tell people that I highly recommend for you guys to get a backpack as your personal item. Just make sure it's not too big. This is really big, look at, and it fit perfectly underneath my you put it underneath your seat usually, and it fit perfect. And I went United, I believe, and it fit perfectly. I haven't really tested on other airlines, but it's a backpack, so it should be able to fit anywhere. I actually measured it once it was like all bulked, like all full, in the little measuring things they have in the airport, and it fit. So if you're looking for a big backpack, go look at the Osprey like school backpacks. I think they're like, this is like a school one, and it fits through security, and it fits through the thing, so you don't have to like check it in or something, or pay extra to carry it. So highly recommend that as well for your travel. Bring a backpack. So that was it for this travel video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know any extra tips that I should know or be aware of down in the comments, and let me know what you guys want to see next. I will be filming my carry-on, what I bring in a carry-on, and I also will be working on my my little liquid bag. If you guys want to see that, let me know. Right now, it's too early for me to start packing because I'm not going on vacation until like 2 months. But I figured that maybe I can do that just to share with you guys what I'm going to bring and all that good stuff. So anyways, I want to make this video humongously long. So thanks for watching, and please subscribe if you guys are new, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.